Fantastic. All right. Got it. Everyone else, please remain on mute until I call your case. Ms. Wilson, remain unmuted at this time. I'm going to call your matter first.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready, Miss Sandy? Okay. This is the matter of the people versus Brandy Wilson. This is ticket number X3915425. One count, no operator's license, multiple license on person. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Paul Faulkner, P. 22994, representing the defendant. Your name, ma'am?
Brandy Wilson.
Your Honor, my client's charged with no operator's license. She has displayed a valid license at this time, and it has been checked by your clerk. I'd move to dismiss.
All right, and that has been confirmed. Ms. Brandy Wilson did hold up her license. Can you hold it up one more time, ma'am, for me? I'm going to make you my pen, and I'm going to have you talk. All right, just say something, Ms. Wilson.
I got my license.
All right, I see you have your license. So at this time, the court is satisfied. My clerk has checked for it as well and knows that she has a valid license. So we're going to dismiss this without prejudice at this time. Ms. Wilson, make sure you keep your license on you at all times and that you always keep it up to date, okay?
Okay, will do. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day, okay?
You do the same.
All
Thanks.
right. You're welcome. Angelo Young, you can unmute yourself for me, please. You know how to do it, sir? Okay.
There we go.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Angelo Young. This is ticket number 3977775. One count, no operator's license. One count, no insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Paul Faulkner, representing the defendant. Your name, sir?
Angelo Young.
Your Honor, there's an offer that the no insurance will be reduced to improper plates with a dismissal of the other count. My client accepts that offer.
Is that right, Mr. Young?
Yes, ma'am.
If so, can you please raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down, Mr. Young. Mr. Young, did you have the opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for this plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Young, I want to take you back to the date of March the 19th of 2021. At that time, were you driving a Chevy vehicle in the area of Plymouth Road and Burke Road in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And while in that area, were you stopped by police officers?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you not have any car insurance, or was there no car insurance on that vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, there was not any car insurance.
Yes, ma'am. There was not any car insurance.
Satisfied, Attorney Faulkner?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
And the court is satisfied as well. Is there a stipulation to probable cause on the count to be dismissed?
So stipulate.
So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to the amended charge of improper plates on count 2, dismiss count 1 of the ticket. Mr. Young, are you currently employed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to assess a fine in the amount of $200. I'm going to give you 60 days to pay it. So it's going to be due no later than March the 21st of 2022. You need to write that down, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, absolutely. And you can ask me to repeat it again. I appreciate the diligence. $200. You got it?
I'm ready.
Okay, $200 will be due on March the 21st, by March the 21st of 2022. You can pay that online. You can physically come down to the court and pay it. You can do it on a DIV-DAT machine around the city of Detroit. And you can call it in, I believe, as well, okay? So you can use any of those methods to pay it.
One more time.
You can physically come down to 36 District Court. Mr. Wade, let me put you on mute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Put yourself on mute, please. I said you can physically come down to the court to pay it, or you can go online and pay it at 36districtcourt.org. Yep, 36districtcourt.org. And you can look up your case number by your address and it'll pop it up. Or you can, those are your ways you can pay it.
Okay, the address that was on my ID at the time is different from the residence now.
Okay, so I will
That address,
put in the old address. It should pop up your name. Okay.
okay.
Okay. All right, Mr. Young, if you get stuck at any point in time, you can give my courtroom a call and we can try and assist you, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Devron Williams?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing today?
I'm good. And you, how are you doing?
Fine, fine.
Good. What's this up for? Pre-trial.
Your Honor, a trial date has already been set on it. I'm not sure how that worked, but
I know.
he has a trial date of April 1st.
We do. Sir, you still wanted that trial date?
Yes, ma'am. That's fine.
Okay. Did you think the trial date was today? Because we did have two different dates, but we believed, I thought it was set for 4/1/22 on the back of the ticket. Did you think you were just signing in today for what, sir?
You had gave me a little to make a decision
Okay.
how guilty. How I want.
Is he cutting in and out for y'all too, or is it just?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor, it's cutting out.
We didn't get any of that, so just repeat it again so I can know.
Okay, you had just gave me a extended time to make my decision up to how to plea.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to call this matter then, and you can tell me on the record how you want to plea. Okay.
Great. Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
This is the case of the People versus Devron Williams. This is U ticket 602-07221. One count of violation of park firearm ordinance. Appearances for the record.
Paul Faulkner, representative defendant, and your name again, sir?
Devron Williams.
This is the date and time set for a pretrial. Mr. Williams requested some additional time to consider whether or not he wanted to continue his plea of not guilty, or whether he wanted a bench trial in this particular matter before myself as the trier and finder of facts.
He's
Sir,
pleading not guilty. He's pleading not guilty, Your Honor, requesting that bench trial date.
okay, Mr. Williams, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, yes.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Williams, you had an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you would like to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts in this particular matter, sir?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to set this for a bench trial on the date of April the 1st, 2022. It's going to be via Zoom. So the same way you Zoomed in today, Zoom in that day at 9 a.m. And I'm going to continue your bond. Your bond is set at $0 personal. Okay, Mr. Williams?
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we'll see you back on that date at that time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
He must not have heard you, Your Honor.
Oh, Carmela White?
Yes.
All right, there we go. This is the matter of the People versus Carmela White. This is ticket P11688239, one count of city parks closed. So it's in the park after dark. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Paul Faulkner, representative defendant, and your name, ma'am?
Carmela White.
You know, this is up for review.
Oh, it is. Ms. White, were you supposed to pay some fines in this matter?
Yes, I was supposed to pay in December, but I ended up getting COVID and I lost my job. So I've just currently started back working last week and I'm still in training. So I don't get out of training until next week.
Okay, so I can give you some more time. How much more time you want? You want 60 or 90 days? Because it's gonna be dismissed when you pay it. So it's of you to pay it, okay,
Okay.
ma'am?
60 is fine. I don't need more than that.
Okay, so I'm gonna have a review for this matter on March the 21st of 2022 at
Okay.
8:30 a.m. As long as you've paid the fines, ma'am, we're gonna dismiss this case, Ms. White, okay? I'm sorry that you caught COVID and lost your job, but I'm happy that you got new employment.
Thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
March 21st, and then you said 8:30?
Yes, via
Okay.
Zoom, the same way you came in today.
Okay.
Pay that fine, and so we can dismiss this case for you, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're so very welcome. You have a good day, okay, Ms. White?
Thank you, you too.
All right, bye-bye. Botrell Williams?
Yes.
Okay. I'll call you. This is the matter of the people versus Botrell Williams. Are you watching me on something else?
Huh? No, no.
This is the matter of the people versus Botrell Williams. This is ticket number P11423373. One count failed to display a valid operator's license, not on person. Count 2, drove unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Paul Faulkner, representing the defendant. Your name, sir?
Montreal Williams.
Yeah, this is scheduled for review.
Okay. Mr. Williams, you were supposed to pay a fine.
Yes.
What happened, sir?
Well, my wife's mother had died around the time that I was supposed to pay it in December, and I had to go out of town, and I just kind of got back, so I really didn't have time to pay it.
Okay. You need some additional time, sir?
Yes.
Okay. We can give you, is 60 more days enough time, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Please pay it by 3/21/22. It's $200, okay?
Okay.
All right.
But I do have insurance on that vehicle that that was in question at the time.
Okay.
Does that matter, or I have the insurance that I can show you? I'm not sure if you'd be able to see it.
You paid for it. You already pled to this ticket back in October, though, didn't you, sir?
Yes.
Okay, and you pled to is the vehicle registered now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have your license?
No.
Okay.
I wanted. That's what part of the condition was. Once I paid the fine, I was supposed to. I think that would have been all that I owed, and I think I can get my license back at that time.
Okay. Well, let me look and see. Yes.
Count 1 and count 3 are closed.
Yeah, it's just count 2, right?
Right.
That's open and he has a $200 fine.
Correct. So count 1 and count 3 were dismissed.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you already pled to it. So
Okay.
I was about to say, at this point in time, it's just paying.
Okay.
All right. You're basically paying because you didn't have your license at the time.
Right.
Are you gonna be able to make this payment of $200? Because as soon as you make the payment, you'll be able to start applying to get your license back.
Yes.
Okay. So the quicker you make it, the more you know. If you have reinstatement fees, you may need to pay those. I can't do it. But
you say I might have reinstatement fees?
hold on a minute, Mr. Williams.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It sounds like a TV is on in his background.
And that's interfering.
That might be what it is. Mr. Williams, do you have a TV on, Mr. Powell?
Yes, let me cut it. Okay,
Thank you.
I cut it off.
Okay.
And
So,
Judge, the thing I heard was if you have reinstatement fees.
okay, if you have reinstatement fees, you're gonna need to pay those. I can't waive them at all. There are costs
Okay.
that you have to take, and I don't know if you have any, but if you do, they're $45 a piece, and the Secretary of State's office won't let you pay those until,
Okay, is it, cause I had thought I had paid all that before the tickets, before the current tickets. But when I went to Secretary of State, they were saying that it was something that was blocking it.
and this may be the tickets that were blocking it. So
Okay.
misdemeanor. So,
Okay,
okay,
thank you.
no problem. So I'll give you until that date and time to pay it. It's in your benefit, okay?
Okay, could you give me that date one more time?
Yeah.
I was looking for a pen. You said March the 3rd?
21st.
Okay, March 21st.
Pay it as soon as possible, though. The sooner you pay it, the more quickly you'll be able to try and get your driver's license.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, that concludes the hearing.
Okay. You have a good day.
You too.
All right, thank you a lot.
No problem. Ms. Kyra Wordlaw? I see there's an offer
Yes.
here on this matter, Corporal. I'm sorry, I just realized you were on here. I would have caught this matter earlier. Corporal Leach? Is the corporal still here? Corporal Leach?
I'm sorry. I had said something. I didn't know if you heard me. I'm sorry.
No, I heard you. No, you're good, Miss Wordlaw. I'm trying to get the
Yeah, Corporal left. He's on mute.
on, but I was just trying to get the officer.
Well, there is an offer. She's going to accept it. So it's not going to trial.
Okay. You want to take the offer, Ms. Wordlaw? I can just call the case. He's on. The officer is here. I don't know why he may have stepped away for a second.
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
I see he's popping up. Okay, great. All right, I'm going to call this case now. I see. All right, this is the matter of the people versus Kyra Wordlaw. This is ticket number P1009614. One count drove while license suspended, repeat offender. One count no insurance misdemeanor. Also calling case number P983984. One count no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Paul Faulkner, representing the defendant. Your name, ma'am?
Kyra Wordlaw.
And Corporal, put in your appearance.
Good morning, Corporal Ronald Blatch, badge 3603 with the Detroit Police Department.
Yeah, there is an offer. My client would plead guilty to reduced charge of failure to display, with the rest to be dismissed.
Is that how you want to proceed, Ms. Wordlaw?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if so, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ms. Wordlaw, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Wordlaw, I want to take your attention back to the date of April the 3rd of 2019. Were you in the area of Grand River? Nope. Joy Road. Hold on a minute. Let me start again. I apologize. I want to take your attention back to the date of July the 20th, 2019. Were you in the area of Joy Road in Southfield in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Were You driving an Oldsmobile vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you stopped by police at some point in time?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
No problem. I said, and were you stopped by police officers at some point in time?
Actually, some lady had hit me while I was going through a green light, and an officer just so happened to be right there.
I'm sorry, but were you driving that vehicle without a driver's license at the time?
I wasn't aware at that moment until the next day that my driver's license was suspended. The officer told me when he was like, you know, your driver's license is suspended, and I was like, no. He was like, you didn't get the paper, and I was like, no. So I got it the next day in the mail, letting me know that it was suspended.
All right. Satisfied, Attorney Faulkner?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Court is satisfied. Is there stipulation for probable cause?
So stipulated.
At this time, the court is going to dismiss count 2 of ticket ending in 9614 and ticket number P983984 in its entirety, and enter a plea to the amended charge of fail to display. Ms. Wordlaw, it is your duty to know what your license status is at all time. And so even though you didn't know, it's your duty to know and make yourself aware of the fact that it's suspended, okay?
Okay.
All right, just so you know. That's one of those things where it's a privilege to be able to drive. And so if you have some offenses or something like that, even though you may not have known that it took it to the point of it not being able to for you to drive, then you have that. Do you have your license now, ma'am, or no?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What happened to the we were gonna say something?
I'm sorry, you said what?
No, it's okay. I said she might have her physical license, but I don't think it's valid at this time.
No, it's valid. I got it. I got the brand new one. It don't expire until 2025.
Did you have car insurance on your vehicle at that time, Ms. Wordlaw?
At the time that I got into the accident, no, because I skipped a month of paying.
Mr. Faulkner, I mean, I still think the plea is valid at this point in time. Do you still have that vehicle, Ms. Wordlaw?
No, I no longer have it because the person who hit me caused too much damage, and I end up losing my job because I couldn't make it to work.
And she still doesn't have a job, Your Honor, and she's a single mother of a 6-year-old.
What are you asking me to do at this time, Attorney Faulkner?
Well, have a little mercy on her.
I can have a small amount. Can you do community service for me in lieu of costs and fines, Ms. Wordlaw?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I sure can.
Okay, if I give you 24 hours of community service to complete in 3 months, you think you can do that for me? And I'll waive your costs and fines if you do that.
Okay, community service consists of,
I'm going to actually give you a number. Yeah, you can volunteer someplace. So I'm going to give you a number to contact. Go ahead.
I got you. No, because my grandmother actually had a stroke back in April, and her left side is now paralyzed. So my mom every now and then
actually testifying right now. So as soon as I can, I'll be there.
And my mom does home health care. So when my mom needs a break, I do go over there
I'll just
and go assist her with my grandmother.
Control it. Miss Sandy, you can just mute him when you hear him talking. It's the corporal. Just mute him.
I understand. As soon as I'm done.
I had to stop writing to do that.
That's why we stopped talking.
Thanks.
All right, no problem. All right, Ms. Wordlaw, I'm going to have you say that again.
Thank you.
I said, back in April, my grandmother had a stroke, and her left side is completely paralyzed now. So when my mom be needing breaks, or if she got to go pick my son up from school, I go over there and go sit with my granny for some hours and make sure she taken care of. Like, I go make sure she eat. I get up and take her to the bath and help her in the bathroom, change the diaper.
Law and although that's a service, you know, that's family. So I don't really consider that the community service I'm looking for. So I guess the real question is, outside of helping her, would you be able to do some community service? It would have to be.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Of course.
all right. So I'm going to give you 24 hours of community service in lieu of cost and fines. I'm going to give you 3 months to be able to do this. So
Okay.
I'm going to give you until April the 20th of 2022. We'll have a review. I'm going to give you a phone number to call though, because they'll make sure that the community service you do is going to count. So they'll help you. Just tell them what you're trying to do. You ready for the phone number?
Yes.
313 965.
You said 965?
Yep, 965 3414.
So I have 313-965-3414.
That's right. And tell them that you've
And
been
you
ordered
gave me, okay.
24
And-
hours. Yeah. So
Okay.
hopefully that won't be too overwhelming for you. You can do them, you complete them however you want, just within the 3-month period. As long as you've completed them by the time you come back to court, there won't be any additional fines or cost, okay?
Okay. What time do I come back April 20th?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. for a review.
8:30?
Yes, via Zoom,
Gotcha.
okay?
Okay, put via Zoom so I can remember.
Yes, so you can remember the same number that you have right now, just Zoom back in that day.
Okay, I got it written down and in my notes.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Wordlaw. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
Good
stay
seeing
safe.
you, Corporal.
Good seeing you, Paul.
All right, and Mr. Wade, Robert Wade. Mr. Wade.
There he is.
You gotta get me together. I mean, excuse me. I can't see anything.
No, you got to turn your camera on, turn your video on for me.
It says you cannot start the video because the host has disabled it. I think
Yeah.
you disabled me earlier because I'll talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I asked to start video.
There he is.
All right, there we go.
How you doing?
You ready? I'm good, thank you. Everybody ready? This is the matter of the people versus Robert Wade the fourth.
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
U ticket 491-12518, one count, engage the services of another, and also calling ticket number P391950, count 1, drove while license not valid or improper license, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Paul Faulkner, representing the defendant, and your name, sir?
Robert Wade.
Your Honor, on the offer to engage is offered for a reduction to disorderly conduct, with the other cases to be dismissed.
Is that how you want to proceed, Mr. Wade?
Yes, ma'am. Disorderly conduct. No, nothing sexual. I agree that I did say something out of the way to an undercover cop.
Mr. Wade, just answer the judge's questions. Don't start talking extraneously. Okay?
I apologize, sir.
That's
Yes.
okay.
All right. If you want to take advantage of the offer, please raise your right hand. Now, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Now, Mr. Wade, have you had the opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of that, you still want to move forward, Mr. Wade?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want to take your attention back to the date of July the 19th of 2018. Were you in the area of Lance and John R. Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And while you were in that area, did you act in a disorderly manner?
Yes, I was very disorderly.
Okay, satisfied, Attorney Faulkner?
Satisfied, Your Honor, and stipulate the probable cause on the other cases.
Thank you so much. So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to the amended charge of disorderly conduct and dismiss ticket number P391950 counts 1 and 2. Okay, Mr. Wade, you know that there are a couple of things that you need to do with this. So we're gonna have a review in 90 days to make sure you complete everything.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to do the HIV STI test. I don't have to know the results. You just have to take it and show that you took it, okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right, you have to do 20 hours of community service. I'm going to give you that phone number so that you can write it down as well, just to verify that you have done the community service.
Okay.
Also, at that same number, you can ask them, you have to take a prostitution awareness program class. These are typically online. It's a class just letting you know how to treat folks and what's out there, okay?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, I'm
Yes.
also going to do a fine, okay? And you're gonna have the 3 months to pay the fine, but the fine is gonna be $300, okay?
Yes,
I know
ma'am.
it's a lot for all this, but $300. When you come back, we'll close it out if you completed everything, okay? So you have a $300 fine. You have to take this class, and the class, I believe, is online, and it's like two hours or something like that, so it's not forever. And you do have to do the community service. Have they been waiving the community service on this because of the, well, they'll let me know if you're not able to do the community service.
Well, most of them don't require it anymore. It's just the testing and the class. That's all I've been doing, but this one is a little more onerous.
Okay. Because I have seen some without it too. More recently, that's why I asked Mr. Faulkner, because I know you would know. And I
Yeah,
know
well,
recently,
they've been waiving that. They haven't been including it.
especially with the COVID going on right now.
That's correct.
But I'm
I'd
gonna
have
keep
to
it in
go.
place. But Mr. Faulkner, I'm gonna keep it in place. But if there's some issues because of COVID, Mr. Wade, let me know. Okay, when
Okay.
you come back for that review.
Okay.
Because I do know some places are, and I have been seeing it waived. So the 3 things you need to do, well, 4 things you need to do is get that test, that HIV STI test, private results. I don't have to know the answer, you just have to get it. You have to do the 20 hours of community service. You have to take the class, and you have to pay a $300 fine, okay?
Okay. Where's the class? Like, can I get emailed this information?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a phone number, and they're gonna give you all the information because I don't know it personally. So do you have a sheet of paper or some way, a phone to put it in?
Yes, ma'am.
You're gonna call 313-965-3414 and tell them what I've asked you to do, and tell them that you have 3 months to complete this. So I'm gonna have a review date for you on 4/20/2022 at 8:30 a.m. Mr. Wade, as long as you've completed all of these tasks, then we will close this matter out, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I'll be seeing you in a couple of days for a ticket. But 34.
What other tickets do you have, Mr. Wade?
I drove the car from around the corner. It was my girlfriend's car. It had no license plate on there, so of course it was. He let me go because he seen what I was going. He like, man, I had her on the phone. Like, look, man, this her car. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking it right around the corner, so he let me go. But he told me if I bring.
Tell us you had another court date coming. We try and pull it all together so that we can do it in one time. When is your next court date?
On the 27th.
Okay, we'll see you then, okay? Next time when you're in court, I know you probably didn't know, but let us know that you have other court dates as well, and we'll try to do all your tickets so that we can be able to
Get it all out the way.
all at one time. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get this stuff right.
I know you are. I can tell, Mr. Wade. You are you can tell when some people are trying to make sure they get their stuff together. So I made a note in the file that you made some pleadings on this day. We'll see what we can do for you on the 27th, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Sign in online just like you did. Yes?
Can I get a case number? Because I don't even see that ticket in the system.
Do you have a case number for us, Mr. Wade, or no?
I'm gonna go get the ticket really quick.
Okay, and that concludes.
I've been hearing that a lot that is not in the system because I went down to the 36th district.
That concludes this hearing though. Miss Sandy, you can stop. We're just gonna help them with this next ticket and try and figure it out.